Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. We are in the middle of waiting for a lot of things to happen right now. We have Rabia's office that's counting down there. Is that 3 days? 3 days. We're also waiting for the Briar because our friend got caught. Crossing over to the Greenway here. How long's left on that? Two days on the cordon. So we have a few days for free, basically. We can do whatever we like. I think I'm going to grow some mushrooms, but first let's go get some Heaven Edge data, I think. Because we have some low dice. May as well make the most of them. We still haven't found our way into the Greenway. I think that will happen with the mushroom quests. So hopefully if we continue that, we only have one dice. It's not the best. How is our Avery doing? Can I go pluck some mushrooms from my own growing place? The Avery, here it is. Yeah, no, we've still got a few days left, huh? Oh, do I need to input 3 spores? Let's re-roll, see what we get. I should have seen that coming a mile away. Can I collect some spores here? We do get a +2, so that would be a 4. Which could be worse. Let's roll and see what happens. The mushrooms lead you deep into the rim, beyond sunlight, where moist dells glitter with strange growths. You barely make it back out. Okay, so that didn't work. Well, let's sleep in the commune, shall we? Whoops, wrong one. What can we actually do with the commune? We can get a work assignment, huh? That'll give me energy. Let's go to the dorm and end the cycle. 2 or 1 and 2 6s. Could be worse. We can afford to buy more condition stuff, but I'm going to wait for a while, see if we can get some money. Right, let's, the Avery's still at 1, right? Yeah, so we need 3 spores. Let's go here, let's see if we can collect some spores with this 6. This should give us 2 spores. There it is. We can then plant these in the Avery. Then one more time. And then I think it takes a turn for them to actually grow, I feel. Takes 2 turns. Okay, 2 cycle. 2 days. 4 days? Ugh. Poop. I could just pluck mushrooms, I guess. I could just give her the mushrooms. I have tons of mushrooms in my inventory. Maybe I should just do that. Yeah, take some of these caps. Beautiful! Rico gushes as you hand over the golden caps. You've never seen anyone so excited about mushrooms. Yet it still made it go up by 2. We're not going to be able to finish it here. But I do think we'll get quite close. It's a shame she won't accept these club heads. I have a funny feeling that's going to be in the next one. Oh wait, are we going to be able to do this? Oh my god, we have enough. Huzzah! Rico has findings to share. Let's see what she has to say. Rico meets you at the entrance to the lab, leaning on her crutch with a glint in her eye. Walk with me, Sleeper. I'd like to tell you a story. She makes her way back down the corridor that leads back up towards the main commune building. When people first crossed what we call Founder's Gap into the Greenway, they did so against the wishes of Andre Erlin. At the time, Erlin was trying to stabilize the Union and establish control over the Eye in the wake of Solheim's collapse. It was chaos, competing factions, failing systems, so many dead and injured from the riots. That was his priority. Let's continue to listen. You both cross through a glass-roofed tunnel. The Greenway, outside, crowded with vines and branches, dappling the light. Erlin had written off the Greenway, cut off from the rest of the station and linked to a broken spoke. He claimed it was only a matter of time before everything here would die. He refused to let anyone abandon their duty to the Union and cross. They were traitors to the cause, or as good as. Rico continues, making her slow but steady way into the inner gardens of the commune. There weren't many of us, but we believed what was here was worth saving. We had to keep our plans secret until we crossed, and some of us left people behind. She pauses to catch her breath, her voice cracking. It is difficult to know if from emotion or effort. It is difficult to know if from effort or emotion. What we found was a disaster, nothing like what you see here. Half of the Greenway was leaking oxygen into space, the plants flash frozen. The other half was a swamp of mulch, as decaying matter clogged every system. We worked hard, we lost good people, we cleaned up and closed up, but it was never going to be enough. After many, many cycles, we all knew this place was doomed, but we kept on working, talking less and less, because we couldn't face it. We all developed a death wish. If the Greenway was going to die, so would we. But it didn't die. It did not. Rico smiles. We crossed some invisible boundary, tipped some biological scale, and the Greenway started to recover. Plants flowered, crops sprouted. For the first time, we reaped the fruits of our labor. Rico smiles, looking up at you. We thought it was us, that we managed to do just enough to end the cycle of decay. I thought we had saved the Greenway. Until today. You pass into the grow beds of the commune, rich with the hustle and bustle of Haifa members planting and harvesting. For a while, Rico is quiet, and you both simply observe the hypnotic movements of the work crews, the eager chatter washing over you like a wave. Rico smiles to herself. I should have known, of course, that our arrogance was unfounded. But we needed to believe back then. We needed a myth to bring more people across the gap. You both move into a smaller corridor, Rico following some direction unknown to you. What you have shown me is that, back then, the Greenway saved us, not the other way around. Tell me, have you ever consumed one of the matsutake or griot caps you have been growing? Yes. Because Emphis makes them into a fantastic stew. I imagine they were delicious, nutritious, almost uniquely so, it muses. After all, they were designed for you. Rico has a mischievous look. At first, I thought it was the location they were grown in that made the mushrooms from the aviary, from the labs, or from the grove different to each other. But what I've come to understand is that it is the person growing them. The matsutake and girol caps you brought me are totally unique, containing compounds never usually found in similar specimens in my possession. Many of these compounds aren't even digestible for humans, but for a sleeper like you. Rico smiles as she leads you into the internal garden of the commune, where the Haifa members have planted species from all over the Greenway. Back when the tide turned, when the Greenway started to recover, we all felt something, a response. It was as if this place was not just alive, as a forest is alive, but alive in other ways. Communicative, responsive. We shrugged it off at the time, but now I understand why. Rico stops and turns to you. This place is responding to us, adapting itself to us. It is growing fruiting bodies for you, for me. It is adapting, changing. It is, in short, displaying all the signs of sentience. The Greenway is sentient? Perhaps not the Greenway, but the ecosystem itself, or something within it. Rico sits on a bench within the peaceful gardens and gestures for you to join her. When you have been growing the griots and the matsutakes in the aviary, those species so familiar to the Greenway, have you discovered any others? Yes, the club caps. These things. Rico can barely contain her excitement. I should like to see those. Please, bring me some next time you are here. You look around the garden, amazed at the sense of peace within it. Rico interrupts the silence. It is a species of mushroom that I haven't seen in years. It is dark, short, shaped like a club. We first found it in those early days when we were working to save this place. It was around the time that we started to lose our first members. They were succumbing to some infection, some mold growing deep in the dark mulch that drowned this place. At that point, we thought we were lost. And then these mushrooms emerged from that same black mold. We tested them and saw that they contained some compounds that counteracted the mold. They contained an antidote. Of course, as a botanist, I saw this as part of the natural processes of this ecosystem, even if the timescales seemed absurdly short. What I am wondering is if that antidote was a gift. Rico meets your eyes. Perhaps if you are patient, you'll receive your gift too, sleeper. You both sit for a while. Rico seemingly done telling stories for today. You watch the light playing off the leaves and plants around you, and wonder what forces could be at play in this place. I'm going to assume it has something to do with the gardening AI. After a while, you stand and leave, with a quiet nod to Rico, leaving her to her memories. So does she want club head caps? Because I totally have one. Does she need 3? Oh, I only have the 1. Rico is eager to see the club head caps that have grown in the aviary. She hasn't seen mushrooms like this in decades. You hand them over to an eager Rico, who immediately begins work on the samples. Okay, so that's the mushrooms done. Tomorrow the cordon's going to be a thing, so we're going to find out what's happening there. I'm going to go get some Heaven Edge data, as I always do with a low roll. Then the real question is, what do I want to do with the 6? I guess I could get some food. Seems kind of pointless. I mean, I need food, but doing it with the dice seems kind of pointless. You Heaven Edge? You are indeed. Hey, we got 5 cryo. Never say no. 4 Heaven Edge data. That leaves me with a 2 and a 6. What do I want to do? I guess I could go to Memphis. Let's get some food. And then I could go to the tea house to win some money. I'll definitely win some money. I could win 24 cryo there. Quite a lot of money. I could try and get another 2 ship mines from the scrap freighter, maybe. I could then sell the ship mine fragments, or the completed ship mine. That seems kind of wasteful, money-wise. Until we need another ship mine, I guess. Who knows? There's probably still a chance. Let's just go to the tea house. Get some money. Never hurts to have too much money. Let's roll the dice on the actual... Let's roll it. We'll get a 4. Let's see if we can win. Hey, there we go. So we got 48 cryo from that. That's quite a lot of cryo. And let's rest. And then I guess tomorrow we'll see what happens at the cordon. Oops, didn't mean to click that then. Rest at the Hyperdorm. End cycle. Is someone going to come and see me? Nope. But this up here is flashing, so let's go find out. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm sorry, Sleeper. Helene comes towards you along the walkway. But your friends must have known there was a chance this would happen. He seems unsure of how to greet you and looks nervously around. She's being held along with her ship. What now? I don't know, Sleeper. I don't know. Helene pinches the bridge of her nose. Cordon Security has your friend, and she and her ship will be held in the quarantine until it's lifted. As for the quarantine, she glances at her slate. We are working on it, but the Council is unlikely to budge now. Not after this. She runs her hand through her hair. This is the last thing I needed. Helene meets your eye. She managed to smuggle some supplies through, but we couldn't trace them. The refugees had already hidden them by the time we arrived. Any more good news? Well, the flotilla got its supplies. Your friend has to be commended for that. Helene shoots you a glance, even if her stunt has only worsened the crisis. The reports we are getting from the refugees is that things are stable there. They seem to be well organized. Oh god, well organized and have explosives? Oh, this isn't going to end well. This is bad. So well organized, in fact, that they have stopped speaking to us. He looks nervously around. I'm worried, Sleeper, about what is happening in there. After recent events, Cordon Security are keeping the place locked down, tighter than ever. No one can get in. Meanwhile, the hardline councillors are preaching in the chambers as we speak. It's a deadlock, and I don't know when it will loosen its grip. Helene walks a little away and turns back. I wish I had better news, Sleeper, but we knew this was coming. What can be done? It's a waiting game now. I'll do my best to make my voice heard in the debates, to persuade members, but we will see what can be done. We still don't know why the flotilla came here, why they abandoned settlements and outposts throughout the system to flee to this ruined station. What little we heard from them concerned computer and life support systems collapsing in waves, machinery in flux. Helene sucks in a breath. This isn't over. Machinery in flux? You think of the people of the flotilla. Helene is right. People don't abandon their homes for nothing. What wave is rushing through the system, and when will it reach the eye? Helene interrupts your thoughts. I have to go. The debates will restart soon, and I should be there. She waits for a moment, and it is unclear if she's trying to think of something to say, or is just waiting for you to speak. But the silence keeps you both quiet, and she walks off down the corridor, a nod, the only farewell she offers. You hoped that speaking to her might ease the knot of worry in your chest, but it remains there, reminding you of Esh, of the refugees, and of the wait ahead. What's done is done, no matter how many times you turn it over in your head. You get the feeling you'll be needed soon, and for that, you must save your strength. What was it Feng told you? Erlin said. The eye opens for us all. Not this time. For now, the eye remains closed for those that need it. A shudder runs through you. Something is coming. You can feel it. This isn't over. Okay. We have ourselves another wait, a 3-day wait, huh? The Gathering Storm. The first part of the flotilla's story is complete. Episode Refuge begins when the cycle clock below is filled. Good luck. Okay. 3 days. We've got 3 days to wait until we get to the next part of the Flux expansion. I am intrigued as to what is coming. I'm also terrified because after the first grind for the first part, I worry the same things are going to happen again. So I guess I should be very careful, and I should be trying to get as much dice and be in the best condition I can possibly be in. But I do think I'm going to end this episode here. We shall find something to do in the next. It's probably going to revolve around getting mushrooms. How exciting. But thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members who really just help me keep making these videos. And as always, I'll see you next time.